I was a part of the Wildcats, Bobcats, and the Cougars over at Laguna Park, but it's now Salazar. So that's where I played. I learned there. The next thing is I had brothers who were teaching me about football, and so that's where the spirit of playing the game came from, is watching my brothers play. I had a brother who high jumped 7 feet.
Dang.
I had a brother who high jumped 7 feet. Now, I was 6'1.5", but I guess now I'm 6 feet. After playing in the NFL, you get pounded. So my brother was high jumping over that, and he was teaching me how to do things, how to play baseball, how to play football, how to play basketball. My other brother was doing the same thing, so I learned how to play the game. The number one thing I learned is the technique of the game, to become a technician of the game. And that's where I think that it was a big plus for me.
Okay, focus right here.
Yeah. And then playing Pop Warner here taught me also some things. My mother was, she was real strict. We moved from Mississippi, came here, and I came here looking for another opportunity, and I found a man or some men in this neighborhood, in this community, Boa Heights, East LA. They called me Mijo. He called me Mijo, which is an endearing name. Am I right? You don't call everybody Mijo.
I tell you all that. Hey, Mijo, come here.
Yeah. Yesterday, a woman said the same thing. I was visiting with a friend. We were eating over at the restaurant in Mexican food. I'm always telling my wife, even when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, honey, man, I just love to have some good Mexican food. That's what I want. I just want. And I remember for weeks, months, craving this. So here's some people that brought me into the community, a man of color, into the community, gave me everything they had, taught me everything that I know, and then sent me on to the University of Southern California. Well, I really went to East LA College. I went to East LA College my first year, rushed for 1,666 yards, was All-American, MVP, everything else. We won the state championship. I started getting recruited. I got recruited by a school who didn't allow me into their practice during spring ball 3-4 months ahead of time. They said, no, SC, you can't come in. I'm like, why can't I can't come in? All those other people can come in. They said, you can't come in. So I left. I felt bad, dejected. I went over to East LA, rushing for all those yards. I look up, and here comes a man, gray hair. He's smiling at me, and I'm like, who the heck is that guy smiling at me? They said, that's the scout from USC. The same school that closed the gate in front of my face.
Yeah, I tell you.
So I took a recruiting trip, and the same guy opens up the gate, and he says, come on in, Mr. Cain. So I go in, and there's Mr. McKay. I sat down at his cart, and he taught me all this stuff. Here's the thing. I learned the basics. That took me to East LA College. That took me to to USC. I was at Roosevelt, same thing. The coaches there, Al Chavez, Ray McLean, Rodriguez, all these guys, they taught me something. There's a price to be paid for success. If there's something that you want, there's a price. What is the price of success? It is simply to use all your courage, to force yourself to concentrate on the problem at hand, to think of it deeply and constantly, and to study it from every angle in the plan. They have a high and sustained determination to put over what you plan to accomplish, not if circumstances be favorable to its accomplishment, but in spite of adverse circumstances, and nothing worthwhile has ever been accomplished without some pain, the constant endeavor, and the constant application of ambition. That is the price of success. Every person should ask themselves, am I willing to pay the price? I ran in Pop Warner. I used to run these laps out here and stuff. Went to Junior Stevenson, ran laps, played on Pop Warner. They ran us in laps. Went to Roosevelt. They ran the mess out of us. Bleachers, sprints. I went to East LA College, same thing. I ran that all the way out the perimeter, ran a mile just running it. I run the bleachers up and down. I went to USC. You ever go to the Coliseum? I went to USC and I would go over to the Coliseum. You ever ran the Coliseum bleachers? Let me tell you something. Do you ever get a chance to run the bleachers? Not just once, run it several times. I used to run that thing up and down and up and down. And it comes to a point when you get to the top, it stops going like this and it goes, it almost feels like you're going straight up. My legs would be like this. I was the 100th player drafted in the NFL out of 300 something players. That means that I was in the top third of my class. At USC, they switched me to fullback, 205 pounds. Look at that. Me, 205 pounds, playing fullback. We won the national championship. I get drafted by the Atlanta Falcons, and I go there and play. We come 2 games away from going to the Super Bowl. And I was on a mission to do that. I wanted to get to the Super Bowl so bad. So what am I saying to you? There's a what to be paid?
Price.
Yeah. There's a what to be paid?
A price.
Yeah. You have to put it in your heart that you want to pay that price. You know, most people say, well, you know, you're a 6'1 and a half. When I went to Roosevelt in the 10th grade, I was 14 years old. I was 5'6", 5'6", somewhere in there. 160 pounds. Who's here 5'6", 160 pounds?
5'6"? You guys are short.
I'm 5'9". I'm 5'11". I'm 5'5".
5'6".
5'9", 162.
1 year later.
He's 160 pounds.
I'm about 140.
So I played, you know, did all that. And here's the thing, the craziness about it is my senior year, I was playing basketball. I was 5'10" and a half, 185 pounds. And I played forward. I played down one, you could probably call the third, fourth, or fifth player down at the bottom. I played down there. I was able to screen out, jump high, pay the price. Academically, I found what I love over at USC. I studied communications. I had a problem when I was a little kid growing up. I never talked. When you talk to my friends, they go, man, he never said a word. And they're right. But when I went to USC, it opened up my vision to see things greater than I ever seen something before in life. I got a chance to communicate it with people that came from around the world. I want to encourage you that those opportunities that I experienced are same opportunities that you can experience too. In order to achieve those things that you want to, you got to pay a price. And no man, I'm a coach. I became a coach because they pulled me into coaching. I can't tell you who's going to be successful, what they're going to do. All I know is this. My job when I come and coach, I'm coaching you to be the best that you can be. It's good to see that you're coming out and playing. It's good to see. A girl, a young woman over at East LA College when I was a head coach came in and said, Coach, I want to play football. I said, what position? Immediately. What position? She said, well, I'm not sure. I said, I'll help you find a position. Why? Because, once again, we're all what? Entitled to pursue success. We're all. Even women have the opportunity. More so today, they have the opportunity to play in a sport like this. There's women coaches. There's women who's playing ball out there. So, we all are entitled to. So moms, thank you for bringing your children over here. Dads, thank you for listening to mom
They're right.
I got a wife. I know. You're okay. No. Anybody have any questions about what I'm sharing?
This is the time to ask, guys.
Did you win the Super Bowl?
Bro, he just talked
just
about
said
that.
it.
Where were you?
2 games
2 games away.
away from it. And we were ahead of Dallas. 5 minutes left in the game. 2 touchdowns up. Don't ever say that a team can't come from behind. Anybody else? Any questions? Yes.
You played fullback in the
I played fullback in the well. I moved to fullback in the NFL, but then they moved me over. And then what happened is, I played in the backfield with a player named William Andrews. We both can block, catch the ball, run. We can do all those things. So we played in the backfield where we're interchangeable. So sometimes I was there in the fullback position. He goes into a slot. Sometimes I went into a slot, and then he played it. We were interchangeable, and we were very successful doing that. We both came close to 1,000 yards. I've been in the backfield with players. Charles White I was with over at USC. We came close to 1,000 yards, both of us. East LA College, my running mate, Alvin Fike, we came close to 1,000 yards. I am a team player. I play for the team, which is really hard because I want to be selfish. I want to give me the ball, coach, but no, you're going to block. No, I want to run the ball, but I was a team player. Got me? Yeah, somebody was raising their hand over here? Yes.
Do you have like a favorite game or like and what made it like a memorable game for you?
Do I have a favorite team?
No, game. Like something
Game?
that happened, a game that just made it memorable.
You know, what defines me, and it's a heartfelt moment.
Yeah.
I had a dream, and my brother and I were roommates. He was older than me, and I was dreaming, and he runs over, he's waking me up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And I'm like, oh, what? He says, you're over here talking in your sleep. And I'm like, what? Talking about sleep? And he said, yeah. I said, what was I saying? He says, you kept saying, am I in the end zone yet?
Would that be Donnie?
That's Donnie.
Donnie?
So here's the funny thing about it is that you never know. So here I am in the NFL pursuing to make the Atlanta Falcons team, and we're playing the last game of the season. We're up in their territory playing, and Cain, get in the game, and I'm running the game, and we're playing, and we start this series. We start marching the ball down the field, and there we are marching down the field. We're running out to run to the right, run to the left, throw the ball here, throw the ball there, get it to the tight end. We're moving the ball down, and then all of a sudden they call this play. We're down at the 5-yard line. They call this play. All right, 22 blasts, and I'm like, I had a dream about this. I dreamt that we were in 22 blasts. I said, okay. So we get back there, boom, and I get in the ball, and I'm thinking, I'll be doggone, I remember this. I leap up in the air, and I'm thinking, now if I hit a linebacker, and all this is like, bam, bam, bam. This is not, slow motion. But I'm giving you the slow motion version. It's up in the air and boom! I hit him. He falls down. I spin out. I turn around and touchdown! I mean, I'm running out the field going, I dreamt about this. Coach comes over and my running back coach goes, Lynn Cain, come here. You made the team. Sit down. You made the team. And I almost started crying. I was like, man. To have a dream. It's good to dream, people. Dream about what you want to do, and you'll see it come to existence. It's alive. That's my opinion, okay? Dream about what you want to do. Anybody else? Good question, Mom.
Did the Rose Bowl
Yes.
change?
Yes. Go ahead.
Like, was there a difference between the NFL? Would you, say there's no Super Bowl? It's nothing compared to the Rose Bowl? Or is it?
this is where people define what's good, what's bad. Scouts define it all the time. I had a scout come up to me and he said, Cain, he said, you know, when you played Michigan, Alabama, Notre Dame, those were pro teams playing. And we had players that were drafted number 1, 2, 3, right? And that Rose Bowl game was that kind of, that level.
Wow.
Alabama, Notre Dame, they're tremendous games. I'm fortunate because I was chosen by the team. Like, you know, the team gets a chance to choose the coach to the captains, and they chose me to be co-captain of the championship team. At home, I have a coin that was the coin flip for the game. And I sit there and I think, somebody once said, a coach said, you'll never understand what that means to have, you're the one of 2 people who have that coin in the world. And that coin has gotten me jobs. Wow, coaching. Because of how people see you as a leader. I'm a team player. I sacrifice myself for the team. I play for the team. When I put my hand in, kind of like, put your hand, go ahead, put your hand in, put your hand, put your hand, go ahead, go put your hand, good. So you extend your hand out right there, right? So when I'm a team player, so when I stick my hand in, I really mean.
Come on, over here.
Come here. So right now you're saying that you're saying that you're a team player. That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After this play, we're gonna say team on 3, right? 1, 2, 3, team!
Yeah, one.
Hey, thank you guys. Hey, this is a good guy. You have any questions? I'm glad he's here. He really supports football community. So please give back to the community.
Watch out, son.
No, he's too old.
Okay, we're on the way.
Yeah, I'm here for the game.
Let's go, guys. Start working over there. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
I'm 84. 84. NFL number 7.
Lozano? What? No, Danny was Danny there in like 84? Oh, that's my boy.
But you're not going to break up.